welcome back to Nana Chats. Thank you so much for coming back again this week to join us on Nana Chats, and hopefully you enjoyed today's conversation. So today I have my lovely friend Patience.
Hi.
She is going to be talking with me, and we'll be discussing about sex. Yes, sex, guys. I said it. And what? Yeah, we're talking about sex in marriage. And if you don't already know, I'm a Christian, so is Patience. And we might do things a little bit different compared to everyone else. So we're specifically talking about sex in marriage in a Christian setting. But it might also apply to everyone else or people in relationships, so on and so forth. May I just mention, if Patience is rocking here and there, no, it's not because she feels weird or she's nervous because she's talking sex, because a lot of people feel nervous sometimes. No, it's because she has an almost 4-month-old baby that she has to rock or he will be screaming. Let me give a bit of background. So I met Patience in uni, and I met her because she used to dance like that. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let me leave the past in the past. Okay, let's get on with this video. Okay, so the first question I have for Patience is, how was the wait? Because as a Christian woman, you know, we burn and we wait. How was the wait? Knowing that you were at the time, let's say when Michael had proposed to you and you knew that obviously this is serious, you guys are going towards marriage. How was it then to, you know, wait for the for the thing?
Nana, can you clarify what the thing is?
How was it waiting for sex? Because I would assume that you would feel sexually attracted to him. So how did it feel having to wait that time?
Okay, so I think we were engaged for 1 year and 4 months, which was not really ideal, and it was not what we kind of wanted. We wanted it to be a bit shorter. So the wait in that period, for us, or for me, there were times where it was difficult. There were times where it was okay, because we knew that, okay, we're going to get married soon. And we wanted to both, we had both the agreement that we wanted to wait. But there were some times whereby, you know, when you're like, the passion is a lot, like when you, I don't know, moments where you feel like, oh yeah, I proper love this man. You feel like, oh my gosh, like, why can't we just do this thing? So there were times whereby it was tempting, very, very tempting. And there were times whereby it was like, okay, might just wait.
So just to piggyback on what you said there were times where you felt like it was really tempting. What kind of like boundaries did you put in place to stop you from going
me and Michael, one of the things that we said we were going to do, and we wanted to be at the altar, was our first kiss. So we knew that kissing was out of the picture, out of the equation. And I don't know, funny enough, it wasn't something that I went into the relationship thinking that we wanted to do. It just came, and we just knew that, okay, no, kissing is not part of this. It's going to be, our first kiss is going to be at the altar. So kissing was out of the equation. We had counselors who we were accountable to. I think as well, our accountability to God also helped us as well, because there was only so far you wanted to do before you felt like you were sinning, should I say. Or I think that boundaries are subjective to each relationship, but for us, there were certain boundaries that we felt that, oh, if like we crossed, shall I say, or it could be things like, I don't know, how do I say it? Those, now that's, yeah, kissing was one of them. We didn't really go away together. And if we did go away, we did actually go to Nottingham one time just for my graduation. We were in separate rooms. So that was one of the boundaries that we put in place. Hugging, yeah, we did. Holding hands, yeah, we did. I know they say some things like don't try not to be by yourself. That for us, I found it hard, because like you want to be, for me, it's like you want to be by yourself, because sometimes you want to like just have time together alone and build your relationship. But for us, when we if we all by ourselves and we knew things were getting intense, we'll stop ourselves. I don't know how. Like maybe me, if you're caressing or something, we'll be like, oh no 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 no. We knew each other's like weak spots, should I say, and we didn't want to press any buttons that will lead us to the bedroom. Yeah, should I say?
Yeah, boy, those boundaries are needed. Trust me, I love that. You need boundaries. So you mentioned that you had a counsellor. I'm just wondering, was your counsellor part of your marriage preparation program that you had at church?
Yes,
And if they
yes,
were,
yes.
what did they talk about regarding sex? What did they teach you regarding sex?
Okay. Sex is a big thing in marriage. And it has to be something that both of you are willing to work at. And also sex is there to be enjoyed. Um, And I think that for you being someone maybe that was inexperienced and then been hearing that, it's like, okay, how do I make sure that I enjoy that? So we learned some things about, just being confident in your own body, communication through sex, like how to communicate to your spouse that, oh, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And just a lot of stuff like that, yeah. Even how to enjoy your first night.
I know we've had many conversations before you got married about the first night. I know what I was thinking about during my wedding day. What were you thinking about during your wedding day, and how were you like preparing, and what were your thoughts towards the first night of your marriage?
Actually, the funny thing was that I actually forgot about the first night because number no, I was very tired on that day, very 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 tired. That wasn't even coming to mind. But there was a period of time that I was on the high table, and I remember watching everybody on the dance floor, and I thought, oh wow, this is it. Like I thought that okay, the wait is over, and I thought that then I thought I was like, okay, am I ready? And I remember you know leaving the venue, and I thought, okay, you're gonna have to be a big girl now because you have to be doing big girl things.
Wow.
I don't know if you can ever be ready. That's the thing. I think you just have to go in. You just have to do it. That's just what I just believe. But yeah, my thoughts on the first night on the wedding day, I actually wasn't thinking about it because I was tired. But the next day it was very real. Yeah.
Well, yeah, similar to you. I think we spoke about this, so I was thinking, boy, it's gonna go down tonight. And okay, so I'm gonna cry on bed. Don't know what's gonna happen, but apparently that's what people do. So we gonna do it. But yeah. Okay. So more onto like serious, not serious stuff, but like obviously, in marriage, as you said before, sex is really important. And
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the highest cause of divorce is sex. Apart, I think it's money, then sex, then I don't know, some other
Whoa,
stuff. Yeah,
really?
yeah. Sex is a really big thing, so you need to be on.
Okay.
So, how do you go about communicating your likes and your dislikes? How do you communicate about your likes and your dislikes effectively about sex to your spouse?
Okay. So I'll answer this question in a way that's very general, but I think it's tailored for everybody. But I think one method we use is to talk about it after. Like what did I enjoy, what I didn't enjoy, you know. At the same time, I think even while you're doing that as well, you have to also be careful that you're not just hurting somebody's feelings because I guess somebody's trying to make you satisfied the same way if I'm trying to make my husband satisfied, he's trying to make me satisfied, so they're trying at least, but it's like giving, like, how I say, constructive feedback. And obviously at the same, like I said, mentioned, is about also focusing on the things that you do like and maybe adding that even more.
Yeah, I like that answer. So basically, effective communication is just coming from a plate of love, but also somewhere where you can both enjoy each other.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. Take notes, guys. Take notes. Okay. So my next question is, as I said earlier on in the video, you have a baby who's almost 4 months.
Yeah.
How has that changed your sex life?
Oh, you're tired. That's the first thing I would say. I think, the funny thing is, everybody said, "Oh, you're gonna miss your sleep." And I thought, "Oh no, I'm gonna pray for a baby that sleeps at night, this and that." So then, when I gave birth, I said, "Oh, God, I prayed about sleeping in the night, so I don't understand what I'm experiencing." So how that relates to sex is that we're both just tired. So it's like that when you hit the bed, you're not thinking of sex. You're thinking, I just want to sleep, even if it's 2 to 3 hours. That's my case. But at the same time, don't ways to go around that is like obviously your baby does sleep. And when you get those times to be together, I'm not saying quickly just go and have sex, but you can actually either enjoy each other's company, just I don't know, just yeah, by enjoying each other's company, you never know what happens next. So that's what I would just say. But that might not always be the case.
Do you think there's a time limit on when to have sex after having a baby? Because I've heard loads of different different things. Do you think there's a time limit? And if you do, what is it?
That's very interesting. But like I say, it varies for different women. And I think it all depends on maybe your experience during the very delivery as well. The healing process could vary from different women to women. So I don't really say that there's a time limit, but what I would say is that it shouldn't be something that's neglected. That's what I'll say.
I like that because I think that sometimes if it's something that's neglected, it could easily feed into other areas of your relationship
Yeah.
and become a
Yeah.
big thing when it
Yeah.
was never a big thing in the first place. So,
Yeah. And I
ladies
think
out there, if you
sorry.
need help, get help. If you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. And I think
Yeah.
it's a thing in the church where sometimes sex is, very hush hush. Don't have sex. You're married. Have all the sex. And then full stop. That is it. Like, that's all your advice. Don't have sex. Have sex. Finish.
Well, I'll be very honest. The church that I go to was very open about sex, and I think it was a good thing that they're very open about it because, like I say, it highlights just how important it is, and it also makes you feel comfortable that and understand that you should enjoy it and it's the benefits of it in marriage. But I do like you said, there are some churches that you may go to that sex may be just a little topic that you spoke about that, okay, it happens in marriage and then there's a closed chapter. But yeah, I think it varies from church to church, should I say.
So you're very fortunate to have like a mentor or a counselor in your church to talk about very openly about sex. For
Yeah.
people who don't have that, what would be your advice to them?
I think read, explore. I mean, it's not just my counselor as well that I had. I had people prepping me. Onto prior to the wedding day, I had people prepping me to saying that, whoa, you might be in for something. I'm telling you things that I've learned along the way because I didn't have this. So I think when me and you talk, I think we talk about things and we say that we should actually look back and help new brides that are going to experience sex. Like, what was it like for you? What would you recommend? So if you don't have a counselor, you always have a friend. Find a good Christian or faith-based friend that can guide you in the way to make sex comfortable for you so that you can enjoy it,
Like that.
shall I say.
Yep. So find someone that you can trust and relate to,
Yeah.
same faith, and can help you out with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, maybe perhaps it's time that you start something like that in your church or amongst your friends.
For real.
Because it's real out here, and
For
Christian
real.
girls love sex too. Okay, just saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
And also
guys.
don't be afraid to go and read up on stuff. Like there's so much information out there. Well, good information. Have your filters in place. You know what I'm saying? Don't be reading everything. But
I like that. I like that.
but you can actually go and get information for yourself, on how to actually enjoy, how to please your husband, stuff like that. Yeah.
So just on that, I have like a small, just if in case anyone wants advice, I don't know, maybe it's useful, maybe it's not, but I have a very, very small group of people that I do actually on a once and again, we talk about sex and we have questions. We just ask. Nothing is off limits. Like, we have questions. Can you do this? Can you not do this? Has anyone experienced this? And everyone is just so real and raw. So if you don't have that community, maybe it's worth creating it. A very small community that you all trust each other and can advise each other. Because the likelihood is someone's probably been through it, or someone is going through it, or you've been through it and can help the next person. So don't be afraid, guys. Sex is amazing.
But having said that as well, the thing about, if you're going to join these groups as well, is something that should be communicated to your husband prior, to say that, oh, I am going to join a group like this. This is kind of things that we talk about. Are you comfortable with me having these conversations amongst other people? Because, you know, marriage is two. So you have to think about the other person as well.
Yeah, very, very true. And so to finish off, can you please give, if there was one piece of advice that you could give someone regarding sex in marriage, what would it be?
Enjoy it, explore. Never be afraid to explore. Enjoy it. It's something that I think when you start off, you're not going to be a pro. Well, it depends on where you're coming from. But I'm coming from, I am a perspective of a virgin. It's like, no one learns to run immediately. You start crawling, then you walk, then you run. So it's like, never be afraid to explore. Always grow at it. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. And I think for females as well, is that I think maybe, I don't know, let me say females, some females, they don't let themselves loose. Like, because we've come from a place whereby sex was like a no. So when you're actually there, it's like, oh, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Oh, is that right? Is this right? So you're married now. You're actually married. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And also, I think amongst your friends, make sex your trusted friends. Talk about sex. Yeah, I put trusted friends there. It's true. I feel like, you know, even after that, I have a lot of married friends, Nana being one. And you know that when you're around me, I'll just drop sex in there, like.
We know. Why do you think we're having this conversation?
No, but it's like, it should be something. The reason why I kind of do that is to make sure that, you know, we're okay. Like, to say that we're okay, talk about it. We are married now. We're not no 8-year-old, 10-year-old, or like someone that's not married. We're married now. Like, let's not be afraid to talk about it, but talk about it within the right means, should I say. Yeah.
That is great advice, guys. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. And then if you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, click the notification button, and share it with all your friends. And make sure you're back here next week for more interesting topics. Now, thanks for coming on here, Patience. Really enjoyed the chat with you.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you all next week. Bye.